Hey guys, how are you today? Welcome to our YouTube live stream because Zoom is down. I was very sad this morning. I was watching church and I was on Facebook and I started to get these notifications for these youth ministry groups I'm a part of. And everyone's like, guys, Zoom is not working because people in different time zones and some people meet with their youth groups on Zoom before church starts and they're like, it's not working. Like SOS, make other plans. And so I was like, okay, I guess we'll do YouTube, which is not as fun as Zoom, in my personal opinion, but hey, it's better than nothing. So how are you guys doing today? Tell me in the chat how you're doing. What did you do this week? What was the best part of your week? There was some pretty rainy weather, but there was some beautiful weather. Did you go outside yesterday? I I mean, yesterday was fabulous. I loved the weather. It was so nice. I loved it. It was so great. I am a bike rider, so I was driving around town to go surprise Renee's wife, Ashley. So Renee, if you're watching, shout out to you and your wife. And I looked around and I was like, everyone is out. Everyone is out riding bikes. Everyone is out walking. And I'm trying to keep my social distance with people. So I waited until like the end of the day to go for a ride, and the trails were a lot less occupied. So that was good. What did you guys do? Did anyone take advantage of the nice weather out? That is my question. And while I'm waiting for you to tell me in the chat what you did with the nice weather, what you did this past week, this is what's happening. There's no coffee. So I ditched my Disney hat for just a regular cup. Maybe I'll get a different cup later. But these are the movies for our new watch through that we're going to be doing. I'm very excited for this new watch through. It's our Christian movies. And that's going to be starting this week. I'm going to be watching one of these by Wednesday, and I'm very excited for that. So let's see. Okay, we got some reading happening. Played outside, visited grandparents. Ooh, reading in a tree. That's fabulous. You saw Deanna. Yard work, staying inside because you're a dork. Went golfing. Of course you did, Rob. Speaking of Deanna, for those of you who don't know, our lovely, lovely on-ramp leaders, Deanna and Randy, got engaged yesterday. So congratulations, Deanna and Randy. They're getting married. I'm so excited for you guys. Oh, look, there's Deanna. Hi. Congratulations on your engagement. We are so excited for you. It's just fabulous. I'm very happy to hear that. I'm so happy for you guys. You guys are wonderful individually and as a couple. And I'm just so happy, so excited for your future. You both are fabulous people and you deserve nothing but wonderful happiness, which is what you get together, and that's lovely. And it's already cool to see how you serve God together, especially in On-Ramp, which is just amazing. I think it's an amazing example for our students to see a couple who loves Jesus serving Jesus together in church every week. So you're already doing amazing things, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. Congratulations. All the happiness, yes, everyone's happy. So let's just start today by drawing the first movie in our Christian movies, Watch Through. Guys, I'm stoked. We've had like a week and a half, 2 weeks off from watch throughs, and I'm ready to be back. And we are starting with, drum roll please. Yeah. Facing the Giants. Oh, guys, this is such a classic. I love this movie, Facing the Giants. If you haven't seen it, get ready. I don't know where you can watch it. I do not believe that this is on any streaming platforms, unfortunately. But you can rent it on like Amazon Prime and iTunes, I do believe. It's a good watch for the whole family. It's a great movie. As far as I remember, this is a fully family-friendly movie. If you've seen it and you don't agree with that, please correct me. But as far as my memory serves, it's family-friendly. I'm excited, so stay tuned for that review coming at you. It's going to be awesome. Okay, guys, so today, go ahead and grab your Bibles if you do not have them with you already. We are going to be in Philippians chapter 2. Side note, any of you people out there with long hair feel like you shed more in quarantine? Maybe it's just me because like you're in one space all day, and so like you recognize your hair falling out more, or you like see it more because there's less spaces that you're going in for it to like fall out in. Very random, but I went to pick up my Bible and there was like one of my hairs on it. I'm just like, I feel like I should be bald with how much hair is falling out of my head. If you're feeling my pain, tell me. If you're not, tell me. I'm curious to see if we're in this hair shedding debacle together. All right, so last week we talked in Philippians 2, we did verses 1 through 11, and we were talking about especially humility. Specifically, the example that Christ gave us of humility. Christ coming down, taking on the form of a man, dying on the cross for us, and just that insane humility that he embodied, and how we should be following that. And yes, last week, because it was Mother's Day, we also talked about how a lot of mothers also just really embody humility, and they are a great example and a great testament to us of that. So this week, we are going to be in verses 12 through 18. So I'm going to go ahead and read that. Delilah, your hair is getting healthier. Out of my face. I'm just kidding. I love you. I've been washing my hair more, I think. Like, I'm still taking good care of it. It just falls out in a small space. Thank you. Kylie feels my pain. Kylie gets it. All right. Philippians 2:12. Oh, goodness. I love it. Therefore, my beloved, as you have always obeyed, so now, not only as in my presence, but much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. For it is God who works in you, both to will and to work for his good pleasure. Do all things without grumbling or disputing, that you may be blameless and innocent children of God, without blemish in the midst of a crooked and twisted generation, among whom you shine as lights in the world, holding fast to the word of life, so that in the day of Christ I may be proud that I did not run in vain or labor in vain. Even if I am to be poured out as a drink offering upon the sacrificial offering of your faith, I am glad and rejoice with you all. Likewise, you also should be glad and rejoice with me. I love this passage. I had a professor in college who really focused on part of it throughout our whole semester, and like I said every week, I just absolutely love the book of Philippians. I think it's such a powerful book. There's so much good packed into such a small period of time. But I want to focus on the first part of this passage today. And it says, continue to obey, not like now that I'm gone, continue to obey. Like, don't just stop because I'm not there. But what I really want to hone in on is this phrase: work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, for it is God who works in you, both to will and to work for his good pleasure. So this is something that I think is really important. Whenever we think about our faith, it is not about what we have done in the past. It is what we are doing and what we are continuing to do and what we will do, right? And we talk about that idea a lot, especially when it comes to sin and past mistakes. But I also want to remind you that also has to do with like the good things you have done for Jesus. It's not saying the things you've done that are good for God in the past don't matter. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is when it comes to your faith, how strong it is, the health, the influence, all of that, it is so much more about what you are doing now. Because if you look back and I'm like, so how's your faith doing? Like, how's your relationship with God doing? How is that? And you say, oh man, I went to camp last summer. I went to Believe. Like, it's great. I'd be like, that was the past. What's happening now? Like, how is your faith now? And I think some people can really just get caught up in these big past moments and let those be what they point to as like for a marker of how their faith is doing or how well they're following God, instead of realizing that it's what you're doing today, what you're doing tomorrow, what we do every single day that matters. You see here, it says, continue to work out your salvation with fear and trembling. That means continue to live out your relationship with God. Continue to live in a way that tells of your salvation, of what God is doing, what he's continuing to do in you every day. So it's not about like we're in the phase, and Pastor Matt talked about this. We're in this part of quarantine where we need to be making new habits, right? We've talked about this. But part of that means realizing what were habits that we have actually abandoned in quarantine. And I know that there's been weeks where for me, my habit of reading my Bible has really fallen to the wayside. And because my normal daily rhythm isn't there, where I would spend time with God in that rhythm, like it falls to the wayside. And that's not good. And so I could say, like, in that time when that was happening, like my faith was weaker because every day I was not leaning into God. I was not continually digging into that relationship. And then I was like, okay, I need to make sure that no matter what, either when I wake up in the morning or before I go to bed, I need to spend time with God. Because for me, those are the times that works best. Either when I start my day or end my day. That's when I find for myself that my time with God has the biggest impact. So when I do that, I'm like, the days when I spend time with God, like it changes the day, guys. Like not just now, but in the 24 years of my life before quarantine happened. Like when I spend time with God that day, my day is better. Even if better things don't happen, my outlook is better because I have intentionally taken the time to lean into God, to make sure that that very day I am leaning into God and I'm continuing to live out my relationship with Him and the reality of my salvation. And that's what Paul is encouraging here. Is like, don't let it be like, oh, this is what we did. It's what are you doing now and what are you continuing to do? Because again, it's like anything. Deanna and Randy, they're not going to be like, hey, we got engaged. Talk to you in 2 weeks. Like, they're not going to stop pouring into their relationship. They're not going to stop talking to each other and continuing to live out that reality of a couple. Like, they're not going to be like, look at this wonderful thing we did. Okay, cool. Now we can stop working on it. That's not how life works. Like, in any relationship, you have to continually move forward, continually pour into it, continually work and give love and time and attention. And it is the same with our relationship with God. And I know I've encouraged you time and again to make sure you're spending time with God every day, all of that. But today I just want to more address the mentality we can have because, like I said, sometimes we get this mindset of all the things we've done in the past in our relationship with God. We're like, well, if I've done all that, I should be good. But just a reminder that that every day, it's what are you doing today? How are you living for God today? I'm sure any of our married leaders who are on here can tell you that that's the same, like that's a reality, especially when they get into those marriage relationships. It's like, it's not, okay, well, we got married, so we're done. But every day they have to pour into that relationship. Every day they have to choose to love their spouse. Every day they have to choose to continue to pour into that and not let their own needs come before their spouse and their family. And that's how it works with us and God. Is every day we make that choice to die to ourselves and live for God. Every day we make that choice to follow Him or not. And that's the choice we got to make. And I just love it. It calls you a light of the world. In verse 15, it says, you shine among this generation, be lights. Just continue to be a light. Every day, be a light. Like, that's a huge theme throughout Philippians. And I love it so much. I hope it's blessed your heart because it's definitely blessed my heart today. So that is our study in Philippians chapter 2. We're going to be moving. Wait, let me look before I make a statement that I'm going to regret. We're going to continue and finish Philippians chapter 2 on Wednesday, and then next Sunday we will be in Philippians 3, and fingers crossed, guys, that Zoom will be working yet again. Oh, I love it. Rob Carter, who is married to the lovely Mary Carter, who is another one of our highway leaders, said small things are the big things in marriage, and Renee said, yes, sir. There you go. 2 solid Christian men with good Christian marriages saying that the small things are the big things in marriage. And marriage is a wonderful picture of our relationship with God as well, because he's like, well, the small things matter in a marriage. The small things matter in your relationship with God. Scripture says, he who is faithful with little will be entrusted with much. So if you're not like living well, or like, that's not the right word I'm looking for, but if you're not doing right in the small things, then how can you be trusted to do right in the big things? Like, if you're going to cheat on a spelling test because it feels small, then that tells us that you will not be honest and have integrity in even bigger things. Does that make sense? Like, yeah. Aww. Renee and Rob are getting all mushy about their marriages in the comments. That's so cute. What good husbands you are. Mary and Ashley are lucky ladies. We love them. We are big fans of those ladies in this ministry. All right, guys. So tell me, what is your plan for the rest of this lovely rainy day? Are you playing the rain, people? Are you going to be hanging out inside? I'm honestly like kind of want to try to go work out outside, but I also feel like that could be a completely miserable decision. I'm not sure. What are you guys thinking? Play the drums. All right, Anthony's gonna play the drums. Rob's gonna eat tacos. Tacos sound delicious. I love it. Have any of you guys learned to cook something in quarantine? If so, tell me in the chat. I want to know. Delilah's staying inside. Stay inside. Stay inside. All right, everyone is staying inside. Are you gonna have hot cocoa? Are you gonna wear sweatpants? Like, what is it? Inside family game day. Oh, the Fleischer house is having a game day. That's fun. I love it. I love it. Blankets with hot chocolate. Ooh, yes. Wow. Renee wins the Nerd Award of the day. He has rediscovered his love for Yu-Gi-Oh! Dealing and has been dueling his little brother. I love it, dude. That's hilarious. Welcome, Christine. Jessica and Madison are staying inside. Tiffany's having a movie day inside, but floodwaters are high by her house. Oh my gosh, Tiffany, please stay safe. No flooding, please. Lazy movie day, staying in your monster onesie. That's amazing. Playing a game with the fam. Ooh, you made chocolate pie. That's pretty cool. Nap. A nap is a great idea. I might be venturing out into the store today. I haven't ventured to the store in like 2 weeks, so it's about time to replenish the house of food. You're gonna play Minecraft? Okie dokie. I'm not surprised, Eric. I feel like every time I talk to you or ask you what's up, you're like, I play Minecraft. And I'm like, well, what else do you like? Play Minecraft with Evan? Like, okay, and what else? Like, play Minecraft. Cool. Do you sleep, Eric, or is it only Minecraft? I'm just kidding, man. I love it. Playing games inside, that's super cool. I love it. I just moved a bunch of, you do sleep. That's good. I'm glad to hear that you sleep, Eric. That's awesome. I had a bunch of board games in my car because the night before, so March 13th was like the day we announced like we weren't meeting in person at church anymore. Kind of like the day everything changed, you know. And so, but March 12th, I was supposed to be going to my community group's house to like have a board game night. And I was like getting ready to leave. So I loaded like all my board games in my car. And then we got word that like our church leadership was meeting to decide what that was going to be. And so I was like, I need to go plan my life if parenting conference isn't happening this weekend, if church isn't happening, da da da. And so we canceled community group, and it took me 2 months to get the board games out of my car. So, you know, thankfully no one broke into it. That would have been bad. The pie didn't work. You had no cornstarch. I bet it was delicious. That's fabulous. I feel like I need to learn how to cook something new. And Pastor Matt's told me that. I was like, you know, I don't cook a ton. Like I have like a limited menu. And he told me, I think a month ago, that I should try and learn to cook more things because that would be fun. And I said, that's a good idea. And here we are a month later, and I have not learned to cook anything new. So maybe I'll actually change that this week. I'm going to the store, so I could go get stuff for a new thing to make. That's cool. What do you guys think what should I learn to make? What's your favorite meal that you think I should learn how to make? Ooh, you had a French cooking week. Pumpkin pie, yeah. Puerto Rican rice or other Mexican dishes. I'm totally down, Renee, please. Ooh, you can make macaron. See, I watched MasterChef Junior. I know how to pronounce macaron. French cooking, that sounds magical. Search meals on Pinterest. Well, yeah, but Carrie, I want you to tell me what meal to make. Like, I want you to do the work for me. Come on, Carrie. Hey, Ron, how are you doing? Welcome to the party. Yeah. Yes, Renee, please send me all of your Mexican and Puerto Rican dishes. I absolutely love Latin food. I think it's delicious. So, guys, read Rob's joke. That's hilarious. I do follow my Lisa. I follow my Lisa. But like, I want to meet like not dessert. I want like a real like a meal food. Um, because that's where I'm getting bored. You can only make chicken and rice and shrimp and rice so many times. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And pasta. Croissant. Croissants are good. Yeah. What's a yuca chip? I'm guessing yuca is that like a vegetable or a root? Cajun pasta, sausage and shrimp. Yes, I have definitely made. I can't make Cajun pasta, but I made like pasta and shrimp. uh, Yuca is a root. Okay, okay. See, I figured it was something. I guess it was a root vegetable. Puerto Rican food. Okay, okay. Remember, guys, I'm from like Oklahoma. We barbecue, so like, and we have Tex-Mex. Amazing Tex-Mex. Oklahoma and Texas Tex-Mex is fabulous. But I also like genuine and authentic Mexican food as well, and other Latin countries. Chicken, gravy, and rice in the crock pot. Tell Laura, send me that recipe. That sounds fabulous. That sounds amazing. All right, everybody knows what yuca is. That's cool. That's cool. I'm learning. I'm learning. Yes. Kylie, please tell your mom to send me that recipe. That sounds amazing. Chicken gravy and rice in a crock pot. Mm. That sounds delicious. All right, Christine is verifying it is delicious. That's cool. Yeah. What is like, I feel like you guys should all have your parents teach you how to make one meal in quarantine. I think that is a great use of your quarantine time is learn how to make like your favorite meal. I learned how to make my favorite meal when I was like 20. I was like home on a break and I was like, I really want to make this when I live alone. Can you please teach me how? And so they did. And I wish I would have started learning earlier because my parents make amazing food and I don't know how to make almost any of it. Take advantage. Learn from your parents. Learn from them. Carnitas in the instant pot. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Yeah, send me that recipe, please. Ailey, I am sure your mom's shepherd pie was amazing. I do not eat shepherd's pie. Any of those like tossing a bunch of food in a pie crust. I also don't do casseroles. Casseroles, like tater tot casseroles, maybe my only one. I don't do good when they like put a bunch of food in something and then like cover it up and I don't know what's inside. So that's why like Chipotle is my jam because I'm like that much. Put that, and I see everything that goes in. And it's not soggy. I feel like every time I've had like a chicken pot pie or a shepherd's pie, it's been like super soggy and nasty. I just can't do it. But I believe Becky Castle makes a fabulous shepherd's pie. Plantain chips. Okay. Yeah. Laura just needs to post that recipe publicly, please and thank you. Plantains. Okay. A good lasagna. I believe that, Christine Murray. I don't really like lasagna either. Again, if there's so much food, I think so. My stepdad makes a fabulous lasagna, but I personally don't really like it because one, I don't like red sauce. That's an issue. Two, I love cheese, but I am a huge believer that you can overdo it with cheese. Like cheese needs to be dealt with properly and precisely, and it's amazing. But if you overdo the cheese, it ruins something. That's why like cheesy potatoes are not really my jam because I feel like people over cheese the potatoes. Like if it's potato with some sprinkle of cheese, fine, but don't like drown the potato in cheese. You know what I mean? It's too much. And I feel like this isn't true for all lasagna, but my stepdad, who's fabulous, and I don't want to diss his lasagna, personally, his lasagna, he filled up a bowl this big with his cheese concoction. Too much. It's too much. It's too much. When you don't like red sauce, like it complicates life. But I like the idea of what lasagna is. I like to pick out the big flat noodles with the little crinkle sides. I do enjoy that. Ooh, pizza with white sauce, perfect match. I'm telling you, it's all about the cheese. Potato salad. I've heard that the best potato salad in Joliet is made by the Rempel family, specifically Mr. Seth Rempel. Again, you guys are learning how picky I am right now. I do not like potato salad either, so I have never tried it, but I'll believe it. Italian breaded chicken breast with Parmesan Alfredo. Renee, that sounds amazing. Oh my gosh. Italian food is my weakness, guys. Like chicken breast with Parmesan Alfredo noodles is delicious. That's totally cool. Girl, you drown those potatoes in cheese. It's you. That's your life. You live it. You live with that cheese. I know, I'm hungry too. You know the chef at Big Polly's? That's cool. Oh. What? You got that? He got that recipe from somebody else. I feel lied to. I've been told this whole time that Seth makes this amazing potato salad. I figured it was an original recipe. And now I find out he got it from somebody else. Seth. I'm talking to him later about church stuff. I'm going to bring this up. I feel lied to. I feel lied to. It's true. Everyone says it's really good. I refuse potato salad as well. Yes, I do not like mayonnaise-based products either. Seth stole the recipe. He's a stealer. Hashtag Seth lied. Seth stole. Come on, bro. I'm sure he probably did, but he probably like maybe said that at one point or just didn't feel like he needed to say it. But like if you're getting credit for making the best potato salad in Joliet or at least in Crossroads, like you need to give credit where credit's due and say, yeah, but it's somebody else's recipe. Like, I don't know. That's how I feel. I don't know how you guys feel. But again, I'm also like the person that when is invited to a Christmas party and like bring a side or a snack, I go to Walmart and buy like, it's like one of those like popcorn, pretzel, chocolate covered concoction mix. You know what I mean? I go to the store and I get that and I take it home and I dump it out in a Tupperware container and take it so it looks homemade. I'm that person. And when they ask me for the recipe, I tell them that I got it at Walmart. But I don't want it to look like I got it at Walmart. I want it to look like I made something. I'm just like spilling all my secrets. That's cool. If you guys are ever at a Christmas party with me, don't tell because I will most likely have bought something and then put it in a Tupperware to look homemade because that's my secret. Jerk chicken. I like jerk. I think jerk is really good in food if it's not overly applied. I love it. Carrie's going to bat for Seth. Everyone else is saying that it's a recipe. I don't know. I'm gonna ask Seth, and I will let you know. What's parli Italiano? Oh, are you asking if we speak Italian? That my guess is because parler français is how you say speak French, and I took French in high school, junior high. 3 years of French, and I don't remember almost any of it. It's very sad. Very cool. Well, guys, thank you so much for this fabulous conversation about food. I am now hungry, and we'll probably go to the store and buy some stuff to make. Oui, parlez-vous français? So many foods, definitely. You know what I want to do right now? Here's what's happening. I'm going to call Seth, and let's hope he answers. And we're going to ask him right now if he adds anything to that recipe to make it original or not. That's what's happening right now. Calling Seth. Oh, come on. That's a bummer. Hey. Wait, hold on.